location full of horses and sheep. I'm at the Meso base. I recorded a video updating on some of the progress that I've done in a few places, and it's been a week since I've recorded that, so I figured I'd just redo it. I was actually going to incorporate that footage into this video, but then I realized we got some more stuff to do tomorrow. As of this recording, today is Friday. On Saturday, we're going to be doing some group stuff, so I'll be including that instead. So how about a little update on some bases, huh? So, Meso, as construction dean, construction dean, we've been busy at work. Yeah, it's coming along quite nicely so far. Kind of slow progress here. First off, this pool, probably not going to stay. I was trying to design the Meso logo, and realized that it would have to be this big. I was going to try to put it on the wall here, but it needs to be much bigger in order for me to get it to look like the way I want it to look. So, this is sticking around for the moment, but I'm not sure I'm going to keep it. This little pathway I kind of like. It goes to each of the doors. We got a little bit of water here. Not really sure where the path would lead to out of this place. I feel like I got to terraform this area here a little bit in order to get this to look a little bit, or to fit a little bit better. I might even trim down this area as well, make it look a little bit more uniform. But going inside, not too much to look at in here. We got the front desk, the welcome area. We got one of the wolves hard at work, not enjoying their work apparently. I chose the whiny one to work the front desk, which, you know, I guess I understand. But yeah, I tried to make use of the blank walls on these sides, because there's just a bunch of blank space. And then these two, this one, pretty good. This is for the medical department, which we'll look at in a minute. This is for the Meso side of the building. And right now I just have a couple banners with very simplified versions of the logo that's outside. I'm thinking about changing that somehow. Maybe putting a big M on the wall or something like that. I want it to be similar to what I have over here. So, and then I got a fountain or a waterfall right here. I think this needs a little bit of, like, maybe some bushes around here, maybe some azalea. But yeah, this was going to be the Meso side. Not much to show here. I just finished the flooring. A lot of empty space to work with. Actually, let's circle this way for funsies. And we got the long hallway. That will lead to the bridge over to the living quarters over there, which I'm slowly but surely working on. There's a wolf over there. And then this is going to be the cafeteria, which I guess the back wall here would be like the kitchen or something. It's a little bit of weird shape, but we can work with it. And then we got the medical department over here. So this, I actually have a lot of work put into it. We got this area is going to be, we're probably going to have a welcome desk here. And we're going to have probably some partitions, maybe, of, like, different, like, hospital beds, little... This is going to be, like, the general recovery area for people who are on the road to recovery, stabilized, maybe not that, like, injured. You know, they hang out in these little rooms along the sides here. Might put one or two on this side as well. Then we got this hallway, which I may or may not do something with. I might just leave it as a hallway. Nice view of outside. Then in here, we have another hallway. We have Azoro's office. Azoro is the head of the medical department. I need a striped wolf in order to make this official. They're found in the wooded Badlands, but I haven't found one yet. In here will be surgery. We're going to have 2 surgery rooms on either side here, and then in the middle we're going to have, like, the preparation room where people can get sterilized and get their clothes on and whatnot and go in. And then we do have a little bit of a staircase here for something extra. I was thinking maybe an employee lounge or something like that. And then in here will be Gemini Labs. Now, this doesn't look like much. What this will probably be is a front for the front. So the medical department is supposed to be the front for Gemini Labs. Gemini, in lore, is a secret research group that works alongside Meso, and they're not public facing. So Meso is, to some extent, in the similar way that the CIA would be. People know of the CIA, you generally know where it is, but some of the inner workings the general public doesn't know. So similar with Meso. And with Meso, with the Gemini part, they are tucked away behind the general medical area. So, and they work in conjunction with the medical department, which I'll explain in a minute. But yeah, so the medical department kind of works as a front to kind of, cover it up a little bit more. And like the medical department does work with, the Meso agents and everything. So it is like an actual genuine medical department. Everything here is legit. They just also work with Gemini. So this part is going to be like your basic like medical computer lab where you run like blood work tests and there'll be some computers and stuff. And then in here, I don't know what this room will be, but it's going to lead to the actual Gemini Labs, which is going to be down there. So this is going to be an elevator. I'm going to try the honey block bubble column type elevator, but until then, I'm going to go down this way. As you can see, there's a ton of room down here for a full laboratory, which needs to be split into 3 departments. One for cloning, one for mind transfer, and one for augmentations. So yeah, basically how Gemini works is when a Meso agent goes out on assignment, a couple Gemini agents will go with them. The Gemini agents will be deeper undercover than Meso will be. And they're usually just on standby in case anything goes bad. If something does go bad, which is usually an agent dies, assuming the dead agent is not shot in the head, as long as the brain is intact, the Gemini agents will locate the body, recover any important documents or personal belongings, and then they will pluck some fur or hair, because it's a furry universe, of course, pluck some fur or hair for the DNA sample, and with a special extraction tool will extract the person's consciousness, which will then be stored safely in the extraction tool. In this universe, I play a little bit loose with the whole consciousness exists after death kind of thing. I'm pretty sure in reality, your consciousness disappears within seconds after the body dies. But in Hollywood terms, it can last a little bit longer. I give it, I think, like half an hour to an hour, which is much longer, but a little bit more interesting, I think. Just gonna line up these torches a little bit better. That's a little better. But yeah, the consciousness and DNA sample are taken back to Gemini Labs, where they will use the DNA sample to clone the body. While the body is being cloned, the consciousness is then stored in a computer system which simulates an environment that the consciousness can live in for a short time. It's usually depicted as like a cabin in the woods or a beachside, house or something like that. And the person will believe that they are living in this place. Then when the clone body is fully created, the mind will be downloaded into the body, and the body will wake up. spend some time here in general recovery before being sent back to Mesa to continue their work. The augmentation side, brand new tech in the universe, doing very basic augmentations, a lot of like guinea pig testing, not literal guinea pig and not furry guinea pig, but like, metaphorical. A lot of testing on like minor stuff and some more stress test type deals and things like that, to try to, I don't know, make these agents even stronger. So that's the plan. So yeah, in order to, in this universe, in the Minecraft JFS universe, we have to get Dean back. Like, not construction Dean, but real Dean. And so, we've already got the DNA sample and the consciousness, which is coincidentally infested. We'll clean that out once we get all the equipment installed. But yeah, we're working on the Gemini side first, and once we get that squared away, we can use these things to bring Dean back officially. So, is this Fort Taurus or the other one? This is the other one. I think Fort Taurus is at spawn. Well, I guess we can go to spawn. There's not really much to... No, we'll bypass it. I'll just say I made some progress on the storage room. I did the entire second floor, which is full of ores and other important blocks and stuff. I'm noticing that the building's a bit cramped, even with the setup that I have, so I'm not really sure how I'm gonna... My main concern is how I'm going to get, like, up and down the building. Right now I just have some scaffold. I might just have to do, like, a ladder. I want to get, like, an elevator in there, but I don't know if I can fit one in a way that would make sense. I have not put any effort into making it look nice at the moment. I'm just trying to make everything work at this point. But I am kind of concerned about not running out of space, but losing frames in the area. Spawn is kind of laggy in general. So, dare I say, I may have to attempt this a third time somewhere else, take it out of spawn. So, we'll have to see. But we're here at the Games District. As you can see, a lot has been going on here. We got Hole in the Fourth. Asus has a couple builds over here. The DeLorean that we just passed is a game show that he's been working on. We have Horse Jump over here, where you try to get as high up on the tower as you can. Dennis is working on, I think it's Drip Leaf Spleef over here. And then we got Horseball going up here. Red Star's got a game there that they're working on. So lots has been going on over here. And pretty cool. It seems... I kind of had this idea of maybe we should have our own districts. Over here is 2016 land, and I set up my own district over here. I don't know if everybody's going to do that specifically. They don't have to, but I think it'd be kind of fun. I'm going to see if I can contain my stuff in one area, though. But I've been working on it. This is what we have so far. A simple little fountain, heading over to the Dean area. I currently have named this Bandit Cove. I was thinking about doing, like, pirate or nautical theming around this area. We'll see if I can pull that off. But don't be surprised if I abandon that idea. But got a few ideas with the area. Now this, we gotta talk about. Yeah, I don't have a lead for you. Do I have any of my ender chests? No. I guess you're just here now. I'll put you in a hole, I guess. When in doubt. Poor soul. Come here, you. There we go. Okay, I'm back. My game crashed. Don't get that too often. So anyways, as I was saying, I had... Kenneth is doing some hide and seek. I picked him up from Muck's base, where he was most recently. And Bra was on the way to bringing him over to his new hiding spot. When I saw a sulfur cube by the Nexus, and as one would, I went over and gave it a little punch to send it flying. And to my surprise, Kenneth started chasing after it and knocked it all the way over to MC's base. And I didn't really realize that a sulfur cube still counts as a mob when there's a block inside of it. I figured that property technically went away. I think that's kind of how people described it, that it was technically not a mob when there's a block inside. So I kind of disregarded the idea that wolves would continue to attack it, even though it's not, even though it's technically a block all of a sudden. But anyways, I thought that was really cool. And was like, well, what about, could we do like a dog soccer kind of thing? So I came over here and very quickly tested out some dog soccer in here. And funnily enough, we're actually going to tear this down because we don't need it anymore. Funnily enough, because the sulfur cube does not take damage from direct attacks, if you have flame on your bow or sword, it will kill it. But because it does not take damage from direct attacks, the dogs will chase after it pretty much indefinitely. The only times that they will stop attacking a sulfur cube is if either A, you interfere by picking up the sulfur cube in a bucket or telling the dogs to sit, or if the sulfur cube gets too far away. Besides that, yeah, the dogs will attack it indefinitely. They will just chase after it, barking and growling, and getting very competitive. So yeah, I tested out a little bit of dog soccer, which you saw a little clip of that a couple days ago. And now there's talks about doing some sort of like puppy bowl around like Super Bowl time. Maybe we could do that a little sooner. You don't necessarily have to wait until February for that, because it's, you know, July. It's kind of a long time to wait. But we're gonna test that a little bit more today. Okay, I will clean the rest of this up later. So let's go over here. On the other side of Firewall here, we actually have an arena set up already that's a little bit bigger. Welcome to the Puppy Bowl Arena. And we already have our teams set up. A little bit about the arena. It's notably larger than the test room. Something important to note with this is that if dogs get too far away from you, they will teleport back to you. So in this type of game, I guess the respective players would have to run along up and down the field with the dogs. I guess we would have to maintain a rule that you cannot interact with the ball while it's in play. However, with that said, in order for the wolves to attack the ball, you do have to punch it initially, which is why the ball is up on this platform here. The idea... Let's get a couple examples here. I want them to enter the arena. So the idea is if I punch this, they should get upset. Maybe not. So yeah, so I gave it a punch, and I'm gonna punch it down here. Okay, yeah, they are going after it. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. I need to put this lava down somewhere. I want to use this for a fountain, for the fountain around the corner. But as you see, they teleported away, so I'm going to pick this guy up again. So yeah, it's doing what I hoped it would do. Let's have a sleep. So yeah, the platform is to make sure that the wolves don't, make sure the wolves don't attack the cube before everybody's ready. It'll give both players an opportunity to punch the cube to get the wolves to attack it. So that's the idea. And I went with wool for the cube, so it wouldn't bounce around too much. So, but yeah, so we got teams of 5 over here. We got the green team of Vladislav, Jake, Dimitri, Katya, and Dr. Doyle. Mainly the Janssens family with Dr. Doyle. Kenneth is, of course, playing hide and seek. Not much of a sports guy, that Kenneth. And over here we got Scott Lowe, Tomas, Brian, Tabs, and Giro. Kind of a goofy group over here. He's gonna score in his own goal, though. Nudge this. It went to firewall. You guys sent it to firewall. I think it's just right. Okay, everybody sit. This might be a 0-0 tie. Yeah, you too, Tabs. Sit down. Alright. Did we lose anybody? We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, everybody's still here. As you can tell, they are very competitive. Did we... No, okay, it's safe. Welcome to the Red and Green K9 tournament. We got Giro and Tomas versus Dimitri and Katya in the first game. First to 2 goals wins for the round, and the winners move on to the finale. We'll explain that more after game 1 gets underway. Like I said, Tomas and Giro on the red team versus Dimitri and Katya on the green team. And the ref is getting up, getting the ball ready, going to give it a punch, and we are underway. And green team is going to knock it into their own zone. Here comes red team ready to take advantage, sending it towards the net, into the corner. Are they going to score here? It looks like they will. An early 1-0 lead for the red team after green team accidentally knocked it into their own zone. The ref is going to recover the ball and get ready for the face-off for the next part of this. But yeah, 1-0 lead for the red team. Face-off has begun, and now green team's getting themselves organized back into the red zone this time. Green team wants to score and get this right back as it goes out of bounds. Yeah, green team trying to recover from their early gaffe here. Ball is back in play and up on the wall. So yeah, red team can close this out if they score one more goal, but if green team ties it, we'll go into sudden death. And we are back. It gets sent into the other corner. Ooh, almost into the net, but green team, good defensive play. Trying to send it back out towards the green zone. So that was actually a red defensive play there, excuse me. Brand new to this commentary stuff. But we do go into the green zone. Red team trying to score, trying to close this out quickly. Knocked into the corner. Green team doing the best they can to defend here, right in front of the net. Sent back into the corner. A lot of jostling there. And red team trying. It gets stuck on the wall, stuck on the glass here. Now, if they can knock it back in play, it's still live. Red team trying. They're going to see if they can bump it into the net. And green team defends it. There's a big scramble in front of the net. And red team's going to score again. That's 2-0. 2-0 victory for Giro and Tomas. They're going to move on to the finals. Dimitri and Katya are unfortunately going to have to sit the rest of this out. So, yes, that's how the tournament works here. 2 goals wins per game. The winners will move on to the finale. Now, we do have a 5v5 here. So the first 2 games are 2v2, and then our third match is going to be 1v1. The winner of the 1v1 will be the extra man in the finale, in which we will have a 3v2. Now, if all players are on the same team, then we will divvy them up as needed, or if there's any lopsided members on one team versus another, we will divvy that up as needed. But pretty exciting, pretty quick first game. Second game here, we're going to have Jake and Vladislav on the green team versus Tabansi and Scott Lowe on the red team. So red team wants to try to get a sweep here, but green team wants to have their own representatives in this match, and we are underway. The ball is sent into the green zone, just like in match 1. Sent into the corner, up into the air, towards the net. Can it go in? It does. Another early goal for the red team. They're looking to sweep this one. It's a 1-0 game already. Vladislav and Jake need to bounce back here as the ball is back into play. Tabs trying to get another goal here, try to get a clean sweep on the day, but it's staying in the red zone. Green team battling back. Oh, got stuck up on the platform. Ref knocks it back down, and we're back going. It gets sent into the green zone, just on the other side of neutral ice, and for the neutral field. Sent high into the air there. A lot of dogs chomping at it at the same time. Ball still in the neutral zone, but gets sent into the green zone. Green team trying to keep it out of their net. Stuck up on the wall. Ref's going to have to recover that. And he does. Sent high into the air again, out of play. And ref's going to take it to the middle of the field this time. We're going to see that for the rest of the game. And we're back going. Vladislav trying to keep this, trying to tie this back up, trying to keep the green team from being eliminated twice in a row, and we don't want to see them swept. And he gets sent into the red zone. Can he score here? Can the green team score? It's on the side of the net. Bouncing all over the place. And, oh, yep, it's in. 1-1 tie for the green team. They tie it right back up as we got ourselves a game. Ref's going to send it back up to the platform. Good recovery by the green team, trying to not get swept. And we are back underway. Battle in the neutral zone. Send into the red zone. High into the air. Higher into the air. Can the green team score another quick one to get back in there? Ooh, good defensive play by the red team to keep it out of their own net. But it's still battling in the corner. A lot of chaos going on here. Green team trying to score here, and they do. It's in just enough. Back in case you needed any assurance. Green team, Vladislav and Jake are going to move on to the finals. Tabs and Scott are going to have to sit this one out in the stands. Alright, and as we get everybody else reset, we're going to go into Game 3. This is a 1v1. It'll be Brian on the red team versus Dr. Doyle from the green team. As everybody gets organized into who is going on to the finals and who is staying home. So yes, whoever wins this round will be the additional member for their respective teams. So we're going to have an even mix going into the finale, which is good. So these two are playing for the extra man advantage. The ref gets everybody into the field. Ball in play, making sure everybody is ready to go. Remember, it's 2 goals to win. First to 2 goals wins. The ref is making sure everybody's ready to go. Brian is ready. Dr. Doyle is ready. We get the nudge, and we are playing. Brian gets the ball first, but Dr. Doyle's the one already in the zone trying to send it further towards the net. Gets stuck up on the wall. The ref's going to give him a little nudge to help. And Dr. Doyle trying to score here, trying to score early. Brian keeping it in the corner, though, and gets stuck on the wall again. And they're going to recover here, sending it back towards the green zone. Brian getting ahead of steam here, trying to score on this. Dr. Doyle trying to recover defensively. Knocks it away from the net. Brian trying to get it back. back into the corner. Is he going to get a goal here? He tries to. Dr. Doyle, good defensive play. Gets it up on the wall, though. And the ref is going to call that a frozen play. We're going to bring everybody back to center ice here, or center field. You can tell I'm a hockey fan. Brian gets the face-off here, trying to get another goal for the red team. It's still 0-0 here, though. Big battle in the neutral zone, though. Back and forth. Dr. Doyle wanting to get it off the wall here, but the ref is going to have to help him out. And Brian sending it, trying to get it away from the red zone. Dr. Doyle trying to get away from Brian, circling back around. Dr. Doyle knocking it up into the air. Now he's got control of it, heading towards the net. He's got a clear path here into the corner, but a rebound, and it's in. Dr. Doyle scores. It's 1-0 for the green team. So if Dr. Doyle can score one more, he'll be the extra man on the green team in the finale, but Brian still has a chance to tie this up. And the ref is going to give this ball a punch, and we are back underway. So yes, Dr. Doyle just needs one goal. Brian still needs two. It's 1-0 for the green team. They are jostling up on the wall here. The ref's going to need to give it a push. And Brian trying to send it towards the green net. Dr. Doyle doing pretty good defensively. Oh, Brian almost had it, but Dr. Doyle sends it back towards the neutral zone. Now they're off chasing it. Up against the glass here, and it gets caught up on the platform, so the ref is going to have to knock that down. He does. Back towards the green net. Brian trying to take advantage. Dr. Doyle trying to recover here. Playing defensively, keeping it against the wall. Good play. Ref has to recover it again. Oh, Brian gets a chance here, but Dr. Doyle's there to defend it. Up in front of the net. Dr. Doyle sends it back towards neutral zone. Brian trying to keep up, but Dr. Doyle's pushing it down towards the red net, going for it again, and he does. It's 2-0, a 2-0 victory for Dr. Doyle, and he'll be the extra man on the green team in this finale. So yes, after an early win by the red team, Tomas and Giro making their way into the finals, it's been an all-green team with Jake and Vladislav and Dr. Doyle making their way to the finals. So it'll be a 3v2 with Jake, Vlad, and Dr. Doyle on the green team versus Giro and Tomas on the red team. Ref is going to bring everybody into the field. Everybody files their way in. Once again, in this finale, it is 2 goals to win. First to 2 wins. The green team has the extra player advantage here. And the game is underway. Red team takes the ball early, trying to get it up and onto the glass. Will it go out of play? It looks like it will. If they can knock it back in, nope, they don't. If they can knock it back in, they can keep it in play, keep playing it. But Giro trying to give the red team something after it's been all green team since their first game. It's currently in the green zone, up on the platform though. Ref's going to grab that. And it gets sent into the red zone. Red team trying to get this goal early here. Up into the air, jostling in front of the net, sent into the other corner, now stuck up on the wall up there, and it's going to be taken back to center field. Brand new face-off here. And it's a jostling in the neutral zone, high up in the air, send up onto the platform again. This is what happens when you get more players onto the field. A lot of jostling, a lot of chaos. Now gets sent into the green zone. Red team trying to score early, and they do. Red team gets their first goal. It is 1-0 for the red guys, for Giro and Tomas. Good job for them. Like I said, not much success for the red team since the first game. But they got the early lead here. Now it's up to the green team to answer. Green team jostling against the wall here. Ref's going to give it a bump. And it's back in play. High up into the air. Higher up into the air. Will it land on the platform? It will. And it's back in play. Green team trying to score back here. Sending it into the zone towards the net. Right in front of the net, into the corner. Good defensive play by the red team. They're trying to send it up onto the wall to stop play, but it's not going to happen here. Green team sending it towards the net. Oh, up into the air, jostling. Good defensive play by the red team. Somehow they kept that out. And play is still alive as it's got to drop into that red zone in order for it to count as a goal. And the red team was able to keep it out of the net. Now they're going to send it down the other way. Green team trying to get back here. Dr. Doyle up into this. And he was the one who is the extra man for the green team. Trying to be the hero in this, trying to get this tied back up. But Giero's trying to prevent that from happening, so is Tomas. They just need one more goal to win the championship here, or to win the finale. I guess they would get a championship when they and stuck up on the platform again. Yeah, the winners will be the inaugural champions of this series, I suppose. Ooh, high into the air for these guys, and even higher and out of play, almost into the water here. Ref's gonna have to sit everybody down and recover that ball. So yeah, 1-0 for the red team so far. The green team had a lot of success getting into the finale, getting that extra player, but they're down a goal. Red team proving strong despite having only 2 players here. Alright, ball's back at center. And they're back playing again. Jostling in the neutral zone. High up into the air. Green team's got it in the red zone, sending it into the corner, trying to get that tying goal here. Out in front of the net. Red team defending pretty well. But here comes a shot up against the backboard, and it is in. The game is tied 1-1. Good job by the green team to score back, and as you can see, Dimitri and Katya are cheering them on. So we are into sudden death. The next goal will win the championship for this inaugural game. Could it be the red team? Could it be the green team? About to find out here. Ref is making sure everybody's still in play, and they are. So yeah, Dr. Doyle, Jacob Vladislav on the green team, trying to win it for them. Giero and Tomas trying to win it for the red team. It is back in play. Next goal wins the series. High up into the air, into the red zone. Green team with a head of steam. Red team trying to defend. It goes back towards the net, high up into the air. Up and onto the wall. So, ref is going to recover, take it back to center. Here's Jake, hoping he can be the hero of this. Back into the red zone for the green team. Sending it back towards the corner, towards the net. Lots of defensive play, and I think it's in. It is in. Green team has won this championship. Congratulations to them. It's a 2-1 victory. Red team got the first win in round 1, but could not hold on after that.